Welcome to my channel. Here, I share powerful strategies to help you heal from chronic pain, chronic illness, anxiety, depression, and trauma. Now, personally, I recovered from these conditions in the past, so I'm here to tell you that healing is possible. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how emotions become trapped in your body and 5 effective strategies you can utilize to release them. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video, as I'm going to share some free practice links you can start to utilize right away to release emotions from your body. Also, please share this video so that other people find this content and can begin their healing journey. Now, emotions are sensations in the body. This may be news to you. A lot of people are so lost in their mind thinking, and they think that the thoughts they're having are the emotions. But here's the thing, you don't think you're angry, you feel angry. All emotions are sensations in the body. So for example, when you get angry, your heart rate starts to race. Usually your arms and limbs tense. Like if you see little kids when they get angry, they tense their fists, they tense their feet. These are the sensations of anger. A lot of people feel like heat rise in their body. Now, anxiety can be similar. It can include things like a racing heart, shakiness, tension or constriction in the chest, difficulties breathing. And if you think about something more like sadness, sadness is this hollowness that we often feel, this sinking feeling. People can feel cold, their muscles go limp. So it's really important to understand that emotions are not your thoughts. They are sensations inside. And for a lot of people, emotions become trapped in their body and they struggle to attend to them and move through them. Now, why do emotions get trapped in the body? I have a whole video on how emotions get trapped in the body, which I'll put down below. If you're confused on this, check that video out. It's going to be really helpful. But generally, there's 4 ways. There's alexithymia, which is a really fancy term. With alexithymia, people almost have no awareness of emotions. They're so cognitively focused or externally focused that they miss the cues of emotions taking place, resulting in them being actually trapped and not moved through. Second is invalidation. So many people that have faced childhood adversity trauma and they were invalidated when they were younger, now they do it to themselves. They tell themselves, I shouldn't feel this way. Other people don't feel this way. Get over it, move on, push through. This is what takes place for people. And you're never going to let yourself feel if you're always invalidating yourself. Third is some people just view certain emotions as potentially dangerous. They view them as dangerous, as threatening. And if you view an emotion as dangerous, you're not going to let yourself drop into it and move through it. Now, I'm here to say that all emotions are completely safe. They're safe for you to feel. I know they feel unpleasant, but they are safe for us to attend to and move through. Now, lastly, we have just straight up avoidance. Some people just avoid emotions at all costs. So they're aware of it. This is different than alexithymia, because with alexithymia, you're not aware of them. You're almost like so disconnected that you miss the cues of emotions completely. But with avoidance, people know they feel sad, and instead of dropping into sadness, what do? They go and eat a bunch of unhealthy food. They watch TV endlessly. They doom scroll on their phone. I always tell people I used to be an angry cleaner. Instead of feeling anger for 10 minutes, I'll clean my house for 3 hours. It's avoidance. I'm running away from my emotional state. At the extreme end, this can look like drug and alcohol abuse, which I recovered from many years ago. It was definitely a way I would avoid emotions. It can also be things like excessive shopping, excessive eating. So there's a lot of ways that we can avoid emotions. Now, this is how emotions are resisted. And if you're resisting emotions in any of these 4 ways, they become trapped in the body. Emotions have to go somewhere. You need to be able to drop into them, to experience them, to move through them for that energy to be released from your body. But if we're always resisting them, they're going to get trapped and store it up. Now, here's the downfall of emotions being actually trapped in the body. If you're not experiencing them and moving through them, they can cause chronic pain and chronic symptoms. Symptoms could include like chronic fatigue, chronic dizziness, and other health concerns. So there is a real downside of emotions staying trapped in your body. And that's why in my therapy practice and in my digital course, we really focus on helping people drop into emotions and learning to release them. Because by doing that, it can actually start to reduce or eliminate chronic pain and other chronic illness. Now, we're going to go through 5 effective strategies that you can start to utilize to drop into emotions and release them. Now, with any of these strategies, I want to be clear, mild to moderate at first. If you're having a panic attack, it's not a great time to experience emotions and move through them because a lot of people can't tolerate it. I call it a healing window. You have to be within that window when you're feeling emotions and when you're learning to release them. If you're outside this window, you're not going to be able to tolerate sitting with the sensations, and you're never going to create safety with them. So with any of these techniques, be safe, start mild to moderate, and over time, your window can widen. Like when I was first healing, I could attend to like a sliver of anxiety, like just a little bit. Like it was really, really hard and scary for me to feel it. Now it's rare that I get super anxious, but I can have a pretty high level of anxiety and still be in my body, work with the sensations and move through them. So practice is key here. As you practice, your window will widen and you're going to get better at releasing emotions over time. Number 1, embodiment practices. This is something I utilize at my clinic and in my digital course. Embodiment involves 2 things. You are getting exposure to going into your body. So for example, let's say you were feeling fear and you have this tense chest, racing heart, you feel shaky, your arms are tensed up and constricted. You're getting exposure to going into your body, sitting with the sensations. You're going to the source. If you want to release and move through emotions, you need to move through them. That means you need to drop into them and allow yourself to feel them, describe them, and explore them. So embodiment involves this exposure, but then you're also getting safe connection with them. So you're using breath work, maybe certain somatic movements, visualization, safe cognitive messages. So as you get the exposure to the sensations of any emotion, you're also having safe connection with the sensation. This is vital. Out of the 5 techniques that I'm going to explain, you can't really skip this one. This one is essential because we are going to the source and feeling into our body. Over time, as you create more safety and you get exposure, you will move through and release emotion. Now, I have a whole free emotion practice that I'll put the link down below. This is an embodiment practice for emotions, and it's going to help teach you how to do this. So make sure you check this video out after. If you need extra support with this, my digital course has over 60 brain retraining and emotion practices within it. So if you really want to deepen your healing, I'll put the link down below for my course so you can check that out. Number 2, somatic movement. Movement is medicine. It helps you feel into your body. It helps you experience emotions more fully. It helps you express them with physical movements, and it helps create safety and connection to help you release them. When I was healing, I slowly did a lot of somatic movement, a lot of Qigong, and that's why I became a Qigong teacher, because I think this is so effective. It's such an important key to a lot of people's healing. Now, somatic movement, you want to start maybe small at first. I know a lot of people with chronic pain, chronic illness, we struggle to do somatic movement or movement at all. So you want to, again, stay in that healing window of whatever you can tolerate doing. But over time, you can do more and more. Even yesterday, you think about yesterday, I had a stressful day. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, which is going to be really fun with my kids. But it was a really stressful time because I had a lot to get done yesterday. I was kind of back to back for 4 or 5 hours straight at one point. And afterwards, I went up to my bedroom and I did a Qigong routine where really feeling and attending to my emotions. So I didn't use the Qigong to just make my emotions go away. I felt into the pressure, to the fear, to some of the sadness I was feeling in my body and used the somatic movement to help release and move through it. Now I have lots of practices on this channel. I will put one down below. It's a longer practice. So again, you may only need to do 2 to 5 minutes of it at first, but try this out. Lots of people I work with find somatic movement really healing and really effective when working with emotional energy. Number 3, tapping and massage. In my approach, I utilize a lot of tapping and somatic massage with people while they're feeling emotions. Now, tapping and massage is naturally going to help bring connection to your body because it brings alive your tactile system. In addition, though, it helps you create safety as you're feeling emotional energy. So I'll give you a few examples. One of the easy ones is you find that bone in the center of your chest, it's your sternum. And as you breathe nice and slow, long exhale, you tap really softly, gently on that point. Just feeling the sensations. An alternative one that's really popular nowadays is you make an X on your chest and you practice going back and forth, alternate tapping the left and the right hand. Breathing deep. Now, massage, some people like to massage their ears when they're feeling emotions. Or one of my favorites is the back and sides of my neck and doing that quite a bit. And you just do it at whatever pressure you feel. But try out tapping and massage. It's a great way to bring connection to your body, create safety so you can move through those emotions. Number 4, using your voice. Your voice has a lot of healing power. When we activate our voice and we speak slowly or sing slowly, we have a warm tone. We really make it rhythmic as we kind of speak, kind of like the way I'm speaking right now. When you speak in this way, it can help activate a safe and connected state. Now, your voice also can be really effective in helping you move through emotions. So, a lot of times when I'm working with people, I ask them, what does your emotion want to say right now? Or what sound does it want to make? So, you could use this during an embodiment practice where you're posing this question to yourself and then you're saying these words or making this sound. You think about children when they get upset, they often use their voice. Like my son, we've taught him to go yell into a pillow when he's speaking or when he's angry because it's really effective. It helps him release that energy, move through it. So practice using your voice. Now, a little variation that you could try out that I actually quite like is you could sing along to an emotional song that matches your emotional state at that point. So I do this with sad or angry music, for example. I put on a sad song and I sing with it, or I put on an angry song and I sing with it angrily. I'm using my voice to help connect with my body and then move through that energy. It's just a fun way of doing it. So play around with this. I find that this technique is often missed by a lot of people, but I think it can be really powerful when people get into it. And lastly, number 5, journaling. Ooh, journaling. Lots of people really like this technique. When I was healing my chronic pain almost a decade ago, I did quite a bit of journaling. This dates back to Dr. Sarno, who really recommended his patients journal to feel into emotions and move through them. and it's really effective. Now, another big name in this that I really want to mention because I think she's doing some amazing work is Nicole Sachs. She has a program called Journal Speak, so you can check her out and her content. She has some really powerful stuff. But journaling is this top-down approach. It is more the cognitive. And I like journaling for two main reasons. First off, journaling helps you activate an emotional state. So a lot of times, if I'm not feeling good, I'll start to journal about my day or what happened 2 weeks ago or what's happened in the last month and all the pressures I'm facing or maybe conversations that didn't sit right with me. I start to journal and it's just free writing. Your free writing, I recommend for 5 to 20 minutes, again, in your healing window, of course, of what you can tolerate. But you're journaling, you're free writing, and you're activating an emotional response. Now, the other reason I like journaling is it helps you cognitively make sense of a situation, and it might help you understand what you need to do in terms of problem solving or what emotions you need to go and express to someone else. So there's a lot of benefits to a top-down approach. I think a lot of people knock it. They think somatic's enough, but I do think some of this cognitive work can be really helpful. Now, one thing you can do with journaling that I always recommend to clients that I work with is as you journal, don't ignore your body. So if you journal for 5 to 20 minutes, at the end of that, pause and then go into an embodiment practice. This way, you're doing the top down approach of journaling, but you're also doing the bottom up approach of an embodiment practice. I like to pair these two together. I've done this many times, and even on a weekly basis, still, I'm doing some of this work consistently where I journal and then I use an embodiment practice to feel into it. So I hope this video was helpful. Now, what I want you all to do is go off and explore, play around with these 5 strategies and find what works best for you for feeling into emotions and releasing them. Over time, this can help you heal your chronic pain and chronic symptoms. It's really, really powerful and essential. And I've helped so many people do this over time and have great results. So please put your questions, comments down below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care.